welcome to Vlogmas Day 13. So as you probably know, if you watched yesterday's video, I am babysitting all day today, so I pre-filmed this look. So today for me is actually the 12th, but for you it's the 13th because that's when this video is going up. So I filmed this really pretty classic holiday makeup look. And I'm super happy with how it turned out, actually. So that's what today's video is going to be. So if you are interested in finding out like how I did this look, which it was a little bit of a disaster, like not even gonna lie, like I struggled, but I'm really happy with how it ended up coming out. But yeah, if you're interested in this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I did was primed my face with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Face Primer. So I just put that literally all over my face, but I focused it more in the center of my face. And now I'm gonna go in with the Hey Honey Trick and Treat Active Propolis Cream Concealer, and this is for normal to dry skin, and this is the shade Natural Tone, which is like the same color as my skin pretty much. So I am gonna use that to cover up my blemishes because for some reason I am breaking out right now. I think it's because of stress, because of like finals and stuff, but not a fan of it. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever had such bad under eye bags in a video before. I'm a disaster, pretty much, if you can't tell. So now I'm just gonna kind of like buff around the edges of the places I just put concealer to kind of blend it into the skin a little bit without taking off whatever I just put on. So for foundation today, I'm going to be going in with the Lancome Tinty Dole Ultra Wear. I know I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. But Tinty Dole Ultra Wear foundation. It says it's up to 24-hour color wear and comfort transfer resistant, and I would agree with that. I tested this out once and I loved it. Mine is in the shade Ivory, which is 100. And so I'm just going to pump that onto the back of my hand. I did like a pump and a half. I'm probably gonna need more than that, but I always like to start with less and then add more if I need to. And I'm just gonna use my I forget what sponge this is. Oh, this is the L'Oreal sponge. I'm just gonna put it all over my face. Alright, I just did another like quarter of a pump for my forehead because I need a little extra coverage up in this area. And then just a little bit more around my nose, because for some reason I've been getting like redness in that area, which I do not normally like. Normally I get it like down here, but I've been getting it like, I don't know, up higher. I'm not happy with this, so I'm actually gonna go back in with that Hey Honey concealer and add just like a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with concealer, and I need to brighten these under eyes a heck a lot because I'm looking quite dead. So I'm going to go on with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to put that under my eyes, on my eyelids, because I'm going to use this to prime, and on the high points of my face, and then I'm just going to blend it out with my same beauty sponge. So I didn't actually put any on my eyelids because I'm just going to bring up the excess because I don't need a lot to prime my eyes. Alright, so now to set all of that, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D setting powder in Lock-It setting powder in translucent, just this little setting powder, and I'm going to be using a, if I can find it, the NYX beauty sponge to set that. I like my RCMA No Color powder better than this powder, but if you've watched my Vlogmas, you know that I'm kind of in the process of moving right now, so half my stuff is at my mom's house, which is where I am now, and half my stuff is at my house that I'm moving into. So I don't know where like any of my makeup is. Like everything is a disaster. You already know I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill palette. I apologize. I know I literally use this palette in every single video. But like I said, I don't have all my makeup right now, and this is my go-to. So I am going to be using this again, but I'm going to be using all neutral shades that you can find in like pretty much any palette, and there are a ton of like actual drugstore palettes that have these neutral shades in them as well, so it should not be hard to recreate this look with whatever you have. So I'm going to be starting out with the shade Silk Cream, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to be putting that all throughout my crease using a fluffy brush, but it's going to take me a little bit to find a fluffy brush. Why did I wear a black shirt when I knew I was going to be using white powder? And I'm me, and I make a mess with everything. And I am trying to make the shape like a little bit more like triangular rather than rounded. This eye is my bad eye. It never turns out as good as the other one. Alright, now I'm going back in with that previous brush that I used with the first shade, which was Silk Cream. And I'm not adding any extra product, but I'm just going to go in and kind of like blend out the edges a little bit. Well, actually, I'm just blending out the whole thing. Okay, so now I'm going in with this tiny, precise e.l.f. brush. I really wish e.l.f. brushes had names, but they don't. And I'm going to go in with Abyss, which is the black shade in the palette. And I'm focusing that literally just in the outer corner. There's like a weird hair stick up. Like just right in this outer corner. And I'm going to place it first and then blend it out. Alright, and the brush I'm going to be using to blend is that same Morphe M441 brush with no additional product. And I'm like barely even touching my eye, like I'm using such a light hand to blend. And then once again I'm going back in with this brush, and this time I actually am just going to blend the edges. And now with a concealer brush, I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut out my crease, which I know there's not like a lot in the crease. So actually I'm going to bring this shade with no additional product and just bring it the whole way in. Okay, that like barely made a difference, but in the end you'll be able to tell. So I'm just going to use a little concealer brush. First I need to wipe it off because it's going to wet. And I'm going to use my same Tarte Shape Tape to carve out the crease. I'm cutting out this front part, like or the inner corner, like how you would normally start a cut crease. But then once we get over to where the black is, I'm going to round it off. Which is going to take me a couple tries because it's not the simplest thing to do. Attempt to make it even on the other eye. I'm gonna go back in with this black and just touch this up a little bit. I watched this technique on I actually saw it first on Pinterest, like a picture of it, and I was like, ooh, I want to do that, but then I was nervous because I was like, I don't know if I can. And James Charles did a video where he did it, and he literally made it look so easy, and I was like, really? He makes everything look so easy. Using a different flat brush, once I find one, I'm going to pack on a matte white shade. I guess, oh, I miss my eyeliners. I guess I'm going to use the NYX matte liquid liner, and I'm going to try this. Alright, so one wing done. Let's see if I can do it again on the other cheek. The other cheek. Oh my gosh, I am so out of it. The other eye. Literally never turns out as good, and like this is like my good side of my face, and this side of the makeup never turns out as good as this side. This is my bad side if you're wondering why. It's because of my like bald spot. Looks bad in pictures. So alright, that is as good as they're gonna get. And now I'm going to brush off the excess powder. And I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and fix up where I used that makeup remover. I'm actually gonna use this sponge. And now quickly off camera, I'm just gonna do my brows real quick, so I will be right back. Okay, so while I was doing my brows, I also just went in and finished my eyes. I added the Lorac Front of the Line Pro eyeliner on my top and bottom lash lines, and then I popped on a couple coats of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, and then that's it for the eyes. And now for the face, I'm going to go into the Cocoa Contour Kit, and I'm going to take this shade Medium Cocoa, and I'm going to use that to kind of add a little color back into my face. And then for blush and highlight, I'm going to be using the Pirates of the Caribbean Lorac Blush and Highlight Kit. And for blush, I'm going to be using this top shade right here. And for highlight, I'm going to be using this bottom shade. So I'm just going to do that real quick. And then for my lips, this is definitely not my favorite red lip color, but like I said, all my stuff is at the house. So for today's lips, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. lip crayon thing in the shade Wine. This is not as like true red as I want it to be. And then I'm just going to set my face with my Mara Badescu Rose Water Spray. Okay, and that is literally it for this traditional holiday makeup look. I love it. I think it's super like classy and perfect for the holidays. And it's also actually like surprisingly pretty easy. The hardest part is definitely carving out the crease, but once you like get the hang of it, it's super easy. You don't even have to do that. Like you could leave it like looking more blended out if you wanted to, and it would still look awesome. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm thinking about doing like a more glam, like out there holiday look, so if you're interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.